If you want to become a mobile machine learning expert, then subscribe to this channel and check out our mobile machine learning courses available on Udemy. The discounted coupons are given in the description. So now let's look at the types of machine learning. So there are three main types of machine learning: supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, and reinforcement learning. And we will cover the basic introduction of all these three, but before that we need to look at few machine learning terminologies which will gonna help us understand these types better. And the first term is dataset. So as the name suggests, dataset is a collection of data for training our machine learning model. And this data can be in the form of images, text, audio, and so on. So as we have seen the example of training a machine learning model for predicting the salary of person based upon his experience and certifications. So to train this model, we firstly need to collect the data of few persons. Like we are going to collect the experience, certification, and salary of a number of people. And the process of doing this thing is called dataset collection. And after collecting that data, we split that data into multiple parts. But the main two parts are called training data and testing data. So as the name suggests, on training data, we train our machine learning model. And on testing data, we test our model after training. And as inside this dataset, we are predicting the salary of a person based upon experience and certification. So here our output or predicted value is salary. So we also call the column which we are predicting label. And the columns using which we predict this label are called features. So these are few terms which you need to keep in mind while understanding the types of machine learning. So the first term is the label, so it is actually the value which we are predicting. And then there is a term called features, so this is basically the columns or the values using which we are making the prediction. So now let's look at the first type of machine learning, which is supervised machine learning. So in supervised machine learning, label data is used to predict a label given some feature. So what does that mean? So it means that while training a supervised machine learning model, we use such dataset where we got both features and label. Like this dataset for predicting the salary of a person contain both features and also the label. So now in supervised machine learning, we are going to pass both of these features and also this label to our machine learning algorithm. And now our algorithm will gonna find the pattern based upon these input and this output. And after that we will get our trained model. So as the label is also there in this dataset, so this dataset will be called a labeled dataset. So hopefully you are getting the point that in supervised machine learning, we train machine learning model on questions and also on answers of those questions. And then we ask model to give answers of similar questions. So in supervised machine learning, when we are going to train our model on this dataset, firstly we are going to divide our dataset into these two parts. So on training data, we are going to train our model, and then for testing our model, we are going to use this testing data. So here we are only going to pass the experience and certifications to the model, and our model will gonna predict the salary of a person.